What is going on, y'all? Thank you for stopping by. I am Jeff Aruni, and if you remember on a few videos back, the Ghost Hunter's Moon single video, I mentioned that there was a new Ghost album coming out, and it came out. It came out last Friday, so I think that was the 11th. It's the 15th or the 16th now, and it took a little bit for it to get here. It didn't take quite as long as some of the other records that I've got, that I've ordered. It didn't take 3 months, 4 months. I didn't slip my mind. I knew that it was coming, but it did show up. It showed up a little late, but check out how they shipped it. So they shipped it. They shipped it in this bag, and if you notice, there's a tube. I don't know what that could be, but knowing me, who knows what's inside inside that tube. But I'm gonna start with the record itself. So unfortunately, since it's in that bag, I'm honestly expecting that this isn't gonna be in perfect condition. I can already tell. Right there. It says fragile on there, but the fragile was on the inside of the bag. Like nobody knows that it's fragile if it's inside of a bag. But I think this was Second City Prints, which I don't know if they're like a main manufacturer of records or vinyl, but a lot of the records that I've been getting have had Second City Prints. That's who it's come from. So like I think, what else did I order? And they have the latest Every Time I Die album that came from Second City Prints, if I remember right. All right. So, and if you remember in that video, I mentioned that this should be hopefully a special edition version. I'm a sucker for these special edition records. I actually was able to get a copy of this record on Friday. It was just a regular black version of it from my local record store. I think it's local. It's local to Texas, I would assume. The Entertain Mart. So if you are looking for something and you're in the Texas area, they might have it if you're looking for this, locally. I tried to go to Walmart and they didn't have it. And Target didn't have it either. They had the CD, but not the record. But no damage on the outside, as far as I can tell. The one thing that does kind of suck about these like paper outer sleeves is a lot of times the record will kind of get banged around while it's in shipment. It'll from the guy dropping it or just natural shift on getting bounced around. You'll sometimes see like the seams splitting on the record or on the outer jacket, and so that that kind of sucks. But this looks like it came pretty well packaged. At least it was sturdy. But let's check out the record. So it looks like it's just a single LP. But here we go. Boom. So I got the gold version. I think this is just a translucent gold. Let me look at what I ordered. Metallic gold. So not translucent, but metallic. So and I think this was the first version that was released, at least for pre-order. And then after that, I think they released 3 different versions. Like I think I saw a blue one, I saw a smoke one. So yeah, there's been quite a few different ones. Other packaging wise, check out the book. That's usually kind of the magic of buying these records, especially from Ghost. They usually kind of go all out on some of these art books. So yeah, not bad. And from what I understand on this album, this one is supposed to be kind of based on kind of a steampunk era. The previous album was based on like the Black Plague, and then this one is supposed to be based more on, like I said, the late 1800s, kind of turn of the century, Industrial Revolution type stuff. So not bad. You got lyrics on every page for the songs, and then I would assume this is some artwork based on the song that it's shared with. So not bad. Whenever I went and saw Ghost, they actually played this Kaiserion song, which it wasn't released as a single. So they played it, they opened with it, and I was like, I don't know what this song is. I thought maybe it was a deep cut, but it was the opening track of the album. But like I said, I mean, I am always a big fan of the way that they do these art books. So I mean, it's like a lot of these you could pretty much just like take it, rip out the page, put it in a little 12 by 12 frame, and get yourself a little poster. Like the art's great. but it did look like there was one additional thing which I'm really excited about. Oh, try not to drop that. A slip mat. So this was, I mean, for how the record only cost $24.98, which, you know, that's kind of right in the sweet spot of you know, some of the pricing. Like, you can sometimes spend $40 to $50 if it's a double LP, you know, 17 to 25. If it's 30 and it's a single LP, that's maybe a little overkill. But this one, $25, you know, limited edition. It came with a slip mat. You know, you didn't have to pay anything extra for it. Like, it just came like that. So I was pretty excited about this. I'm definitely going to try it out. It'll replace the one I've got on there currently, which is a Run the Jewels slip mat. That one came with, I'll post a picture of it, but that one came with a record store day thing. So it's I think I've had that one on there for 3 or 4 years at this point. So it's due to be replaced. But yeah, if you haven't listened to this album, you know, definitely go check it out. It's really good. Kind of short. I think it's probably like 40 minutes ish, maybe somewhere around there. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. But besides the singles, so the first single they did was Hunter's Moon, which was, you know, in conjunction with the Halloween movie. And then after that, they did Call Me Little Sunshine, which I think that's my favorite single off of the album. And then after that, they did 20s, which that one's kind of interesting. It basically for the fact that they actually swear in that song. If I'm not mistaken, that's one of the only times that they swear in any of their music. For the most part, they're fairly clean in terms of their language. You know, the themes might be a little dark, you know, talking about like dead people, talking about, you know, rats eating people, stuff like that. But first, that's the only song I can think of off the top of my head that is explicit. So kind of interesting. But if you are looking for songs that, you know, to go check out that aren't singles, Watch Her in the Sky. Watch Her in the Sky is a great song. The whole album kind of has like a 80s kind of power metal, hair metal vibe. I don't know what you would call it, but still definitely Ghost, but kind of like, it's got like some ballady stuff, and then, like I said, kind of power metal or hair metal type stylings to some of the music. So not bad at all. But let's check out what's inside the tube. The classic tube. If you've watched any of my videos, these are very recognizable. I big fan of posters. They posted a poster on there that, you know, you could buy with the album. So naturally, I had to do it. I don't know if it says it's a limited edition poster, but I'm sure it's not as limited as, like, you know, some of the Metallica posters that I've got. But I am running out of wall space to be putting these posters. I gotta kind of like, I either gotta, you know, swap that one out. I might swap that one out, or you know, have to figure something else out. But you still got the brown paper, classic, love it. Brown paper in between. I believe this is a 24 by 28, just like the other posters we've looked at. So I should be able to go get a frame that at least matches the aesthetic. But yeah, just a poster of, you know, the album. So not too shabby. Album art, pretty sweet, really detailed. Like I said, this one's supposed to be, I guess, this album theme is supposed to be kind of more steampunky. So you've got, you know, kind of the more industrial stylings across everything. So really cool. The only downside, so I've technically bought this album twice. I bought it 3 times. I bought this one. I bought one for a family member, and then I bought one for a friend. So I've bought this album 3 times. None of them came with a download code. So that's, you know, $75, $80 that I've spent on this album in different shapes and forms, and not a single one came with a download code. This one came from the Ghost Loma Vista website. The other one came from Amazon, and then one came from Entertain Mart. So, like I said, it's all these different places. I'm sure they're all sourced from the same place, but like I said, no download code. So, I mean, no sympathy from me. I just go straight up and just go download. I go find a spot, I'm gonna go get it, because like I said, it's ridiculous. If you're paying, like I said, I've paid $75 in various ways for this album. I think I deserve a copy of it that I can put on my stupid iPod. Mostly I'm listening to it on Spotify, but whenever I'm listening to it, whenever am in my car and I don't want to hook up my Bluetooth audio, I mean, like I said, first world problems, but just give us the download code. Just give us the download code. That's all we ask. That's all I ask. Maybe I'm the only one that has this issue, but it's annoying. So anyways, I will get this framed up at some point, get it thrown on the wall, and I don't know, I pointed at that wall. I don't know if that's where it's going to go. It may go in, I have a toy room. It may go in there too. Who knows? But anyways, we'll see you next time. I still have to do the Megatron sticker thing. I've been a little busy, so I just haven't. I know it's going to take 3 or 4 hours for me to do it, so I'm just like dreading it. I'm like pushing it off, like, oh, I'll do it next week, and I'll do it next week. And you can see him behind me. I did transform him so that I could get him ready. So he is transformed into his robot mode, and he's ready for the sticker placement. I just haven't done it yet, but maybe next time. But anyways, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we'll catch you on the next vid.